Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy Man in the Wild. And in light of, this recent Facebook ban of Luis Farrakhan and other various controlled puppets, it has a lot of people in their feelings about shit. They like people are asking, what did the minister, if the minister said anything wrong, and show your proof and all of that type of shit. And it's like, man, because I done did a few videos, because I got one up on the other channel. Wild Man is playing. I got one where Elijah's talking about I mean not Elijah. Elijah's wives are up there with Luis. And I did one with Luis and Mike Wallace. And they had an interview with nothing but symbolism throughout. And then when you look at Luis's underlings, right, his proteges and whatnot, I mean, shit, it can't get no more magical than RZA. RZA Islam is like, I mean, one of the most, one of the most blatant, types out there that I've seen when it comes to, flashing them hands and whatnot. Because I mean, the hand flashing, you got to think that's got to be, something to take seriously on account of, like, look at what the gangs do, right? The gangs flash their various signs and symbols and all that type of shit. You always got the elite throwing up the horns. Hell, even Donald Trump was throwing up the fucking U. I know that motherfucker ain't go to Miami, right? But, all you'll see is, the same hand signs and around the same time of, what you hear. Like when you hear some bullshit coming out of their mouths, it's almost a guarantee that, some type of symbol is going to be used. And the notion of Islam ain't no different. Luis Farrakhan, Louise Walcott ain't no fucking different. You understand? Because I mean, shit, just by taking a simple look at their little symbol for the notion, that's on their ring. This is their ring right here. The little star and the crescent, or a little C. But I mean, how is that any fucking different than that shit right there? How? Because this is just the head of, like, right, the Baphomet. You see the horns, you see the torch, you see the star, you see the C, you see the deuces, you see wings, right? That's what you see every fucking day from every fucking thing. Like, really think about that shit. Really let that shit sink in if it hasn't yet. When it comes to all the logos, right? When it comes to, like I said, what they want to show you with the hand signs and whatnot. It's all some same brain shit. All of it. And since it's some same brain shit, you got to know that anybody who falls underneath of it can't mean any good for you. Because this is deception. Period. So we got this, Luis getting banned from the damn Facebook. Like, yo, why the fuck does that even matter? To keep it a buck. Why the fuck does it matter? Don't y'all got your own website? Don't you got your own newspaper? Don't you got lectures and all that shit set up across the fucking country all the time? You and your proteges? So why the fuck does this Facebook ban matter, really? Because you see people taking to the book. Upset, hurt, mad. Trying to figure out shit. Like, why would they do this to them? Like, shit, me personally, shit, I just think that it's a poll going on right now. Because you got motherfuckers at the most extreme ends, of the spectrum when it comes to the color shit. You know, because the quote unquote black folks on the extreme end fuck with Farrakhan in some capacity, even if they not in the notion, even if they not Muslim at all. You know, because he's a great commentator. He speaks a great game about what the fuck is going on. You know, but if he was real about his business, you know, about getting to the bottom, getting to the root, you know, and the cause of everything that's going on and fixing everything, I mean, we wouldn't still be spinning our fucking wheels 30 years later with this nigga. 40 years later, however many years it's gone. You know, and that's some 100 shit right there. You know, I don't give a fuck about what's going on, like in the community. What is he doing for this? What is he doing for that? The notion does this, does that. Because I mean, the people that's underneath, they mean well, right? They think that what they're doing is something positive and moving forward, you know, with progress type shit. You know, but the leader has no intention of progressing anybody past the narrative. Period. Nothing past that shit. You know, and the narrative being niggas ain't nothing but fucking stains on society. That black shit. Period. And I mean, damn, when it comes to, I mean, where shit came from. And then what was it? Because I mean, this shit looked just like that Shriner shit, right? You know, buddy, I remember I was at the post office. I never forget this shit when I was at the post office in Philly. You know, and the brother came in with a fez on, you know, with the big old, you know, sword and all that shit. And I was like, he was talking to me, you know what I'm saying, and that brother talk, right? And so, you know, I'm just listening. It was a long line, so shit, I'm just chilling, listening. And then as he's talking, I'm like, shit, you sound like you in the nation, but you got the fez on. What, you a Shriner? Oh nah, brother, they stole that from us. And then from that moment, I muted everything else that was getting said, because it's like, yo, like what the fuck does that even mean? They got that from us. You know, when you're dealing with this narrative called, you know, the African American slavery and Moors and you know, just how everything goes when you look at the timeline of, you know, what we've been told of life. Like they stole that from us. Like, yo, because I'm pretty sure, all right, okay, shit came over there from Africa, right? As far as like, you know, the various signs and symbols. And they got stolen, okay? Let's just say for the sake of argument, you know, that's true, right? Why the fuck are you still rocking with the people that stole the shit? You know, how can you, you know, align yourselves with the same folks, you know, who are thieves? You know, because Luis and them wrong with them Scientology motherfuckers. That's part of the Stolen group. Hands down. No debate about that shit. You know, but they're going to make sure that, you know, everybody who's listening, you know, is going to hear the best game being ran possible. Because that's all this shit is a fucking game to them. You know, that's all the shit. That's why Luis always smiling and shit all the fucking time. It's a fucking joke. Like, yo, peep his smile whenever he's like stuck in some shit, like looking around type shit. Yo, it's the goofiest, fakest fucking smile you can think of, man. Period. Exclamation point and all of that. You know, but still, here we have it. You know, it's 2019, and you know, what the fuck is different from the 60s and 70s and all of that? besides technology. And that's got to let you know that this is the way it's supposed to be. When you attribute yourself to certain shit, you get treated a certain way. You get viewed a certain way. The magical spell surrounds you a certain way. So if you're giving in 100ly to the matrix that's been given to you, that's what the shit's gonna be. But if you see through that bullshit, right? See what they got behind their hand, what's behind the curtain, pull that shit back, you see the little old ass dude over there wrinkled the fuck up trying to give orders and shit. And you see it's some bullshit. Like he's grand and mighty. Cause the notion of Islam ain't no fucking different than all these different puppet ass organizations, man. You got a white guy, Fard Muhammad, who starts the shit. Actually, what was his name? Wallace Ford. That motherfucker start the notion, right? Then you got an Asian dude, Elijah Poole, who comes in, and is a prophet who tries to claim that he's a motherfucker written in the Quran 1,200 years before this nigga. You got fake ass Malcolm, running around with a stretchy ass face and shit. Preaching that black nationalist shit. The fuck is a black nationalist? How the fuck is black a nationality? Right? So you got the notion who allegedly kills him off, and then you bring Luis on the scene, after Elijah was gone. Like, yo, it's and then it's funny because I ain't even watched it. I couldn't watch it like I should. And I actually, you know what? I will. I'm gonna watch the video and just to see exactly what he got to say, because shit, that might make it on my damn channel next. But you got Wesley Muhammad trying to explain away how Luis ain't dead yet. Because if you got that type of platform, right, and you talking as big as shit as you saying, right, and it actually means something, you would have to be in hiding by now, man. You would have to. If everything is exactly how you're saying it is. Period. Because he allegedly goes hard at the government and all of that type, right? I mean, he be spitting the truth against them white devils. Okay, well, who the fuck owns the cameras that are put in front of this motherfucker? Like, yo, just that fact alone is too laughable to even think about believing anything that comes out that nigga's mouth again. Because and it's like I say, whenever he talks any shit that he talks, right, I go like as fast as I can in the other damn direction. Because people over here on my shit talking about some damn, man, it's really the Jews is doing this, kill all the Jews and all. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're talking that same shit that Luis is talking. So if Luis is saying this shit, right, it's some commentary shit, some narrative pump shit, stay the fuck away from it. Because as it stands, the notion ain't never lifted their finger against a white person. They've only killed black folks. Let that shit be known. Period. They don't kill it. They don't fuck with white people. They're in line with white people. Just like that, how they said Marcus Garvey, his ideology was right in line with the KKK and shit. Oh, man. Yo, this rigged reality, this reality you've been given, man, it's crazy. I know it is. I know it is. And for the ones who know, I mean, shit, you already know. So you laughing with me because this shit is a fucking joke. You know, for the ones on the fence, yo, the pattern is real. You know, if you pay attention to it enough, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, shit. And for the ones who, and for the ones who, huh. And for the ones who, you know, want to sit here and try to call yourselves all the way disagreeing with the shit, you know, without even trying to give it any type of thought, you know, my question would be why? You know, my question would be why? You know, what's so hard to believe that, you know, somebody who's put in front of you will be full of shit? You know, why would you not want to believe that, you know, this same fucking sign right here is up here? I mean, that shit's right there. Look, the sea and the star. Like, yo, this is some devil shit. You know, religion is some devil shit. You know, and then I use devil loosely because I mean that shit is a state of mind. However, evil nonetheless. You know, with no intention to do any good for anybody besides themselves. You know, so yeah, you know, as always, it is what it is. But I mean, shit, stop believing these fucking puppets, man. Stop believing these commentators. You know, cause yo, if you put a clip on, and hell, this might be my next shit. If you put a clip on of something these niggas said back in the '60s and '70s, and put the shit on now to be the same shit, same shit, different suit, even the same hairstyle. That big ass part, man, yo. Yeah, they made me question a lot of shit with whatever it is that they do, man. Just like the main ones who pump the black agenda and all of that shit. Half of them ain't even fucking black. Yeah, take that how you want. So yeah, this notion of Islam, symbolism definitely. The bullshit is confirmed.